Hello again, boys and girls. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to read a story about an old woman and her animals. You might know the story already. It's called A Squash and a Squeeze, and it's written by Julia Donaldson, but the pictures are by Axel Scheffler. Here's the old woman. Here are her animals: the hen, the pig, the goat, and the cow. Let's find out what happens inside. Here we've got the hen. It looks like the hen's laid an egg. And here are the animals in a line. A squash and a squeeze. A little old lady lived all by herself, with a table and chairs and a jug on the shelf. Here's the table and chairs, and there's the jug on the shelf. A wise old man heard her grumble and grouse. "There's not enough room in my house." "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your hen," said the wise old man. "Take in my hen? What a curious plan." Well, the hen laid an egg on the fireside rug, and then flapped around the room, knocking over the jug. Oh dear. The little old lady cried, "What shall I do? It was pokey for one, and it's teeny for two. My nose has a tickle, and there's no room to sneeze. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." There's the broken jug. Oh dear. "Take in your goat," said the wise old man. "Take in my goat? What a curious plan. I don't think the goat wants to go in." Well, the goat chewed the curtains and trod on the egg, and then sat down to nibble the table leg. Oh dear. The little old lady cried, "Glory be, it was tiny for two, and it's titchy for three. The hen pecks the goat's got fleas. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." So here's the wise old man passing the house. Here's the hen pecking the goat. "Take in your pig," said the wise old man. "Take in my pig? What a curious plan." So she took in her pig, who kept chasing the hen and raiding the larder again and again. I don't think the goat's very pleased. The little old lady cried, "Stop, I implore. It was titchy for three, it's teeny for four. Even the pig in the larder agrees. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." Well, the pig, the hen, and the goat look quite happy there. "Take in your cow," said the wise old man. "Take in my cow? What a curious plan." Well, the cow took one look and charged straight at the pig, then jumped on the table and tapped out a jig. Oh dear. The little old lady cried, "Heavens alive! It was teeny for four, and it's weeny for five. I'm tearing my hair out, I'm down on my knees. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." Well, she looks very upset, but the animals look quite pleased. "Take them all out," said the wise old man. "But then I'll be back where I first began." So she opened the window and out flew the hen. "That's better. At last I can sneeze again." She shooed out the goat and she shoved out the pig. "My house is beginning to feel pretty big." Then she huffed and she puffed and she pushed out the cow. "Just look at my house. It's enormous now." "Thank you, old man, for the work you have done. It was weeny for 5. It's gigantic for 1. There's no need to grumble. There's no need to grouse. There's plenty of room in my house." And now she's full of frolics and fiddle-de-dees. It isn't a squash. It isn't a squeeze. Yes, she's full of frolics and fiddle-de-dees. It isn't a squash or a squeeze. But look at the animals. They don't look very pleased. I think they like being in the little house. Look here at the animals. And there they are, comfortably in the house. Before, they were pushed out. Here are some of Julia's other books that you might know. The Gruffalo, Room on the Broom, Monkey Puzzle, The Gruffalo's Child, The Smartest Giant in Town, The Snail and the Whale, A Squash and a Squeeze. And that is the book we read today, A Squash and a Squeeze by Julia Donaldson. I hope you liked it. See you next time.